Alright. Yeah.
You good? Alright, cool. Welcome back. Tea and Touchdowns, British take on the American game. Who you got in the building?
Felix.
That intro was fucking ass, bruv.
Bro, I'm tired, man. Just answer the question.
No, do it again.
It's been a long back.
It's been a long day.
I'd rather us start talking than that bollocks intro, bruv.
Say your
What's wrong
damn
with it?
name, fam.
Say the name.
Say your
Nah,
name.
man.
Say your name. Say your name.
Pause, man. Pause, nigga. Yo,
Oh, please, I beg. Alright, cool. So, we had a pre-draft chat last time, innit? And then I think this week we're just going to rap about the draft, first of all, that happened Thursday to Sunday. Talk about how annoying and stupid Bear fans are. Obviously, a little roundup.
My man's not happy because his people are not rating the Falcons draft.
Listen.
I don't
They're rating our... I told you.
They're not
everyone's
rating your
our
draft, bro.
IO finds the one source, yeah.
Well, I'll find 50 if you want.
Find them.
I'll find 51.
Find them.
The media likes your draft, yeah.
I'll find 50.
Bro,
Analytics Twitter is cooking your draft, cuz.
No. The actual analysts, yeah, have us graded as a B or an A.
No. First of all,
Who are the analysts? Which analysts?
Bro,
PFF. No, PFF.
Now you're
All them
running.
type of man.
Yo,
Who? PFF are actual
They're not
statistics.
fans, yeah. They're not.
hey, no, finish.
PFF are actually statistics.
I saw the analyst draft board, yeah. Every team got A and B apart from one team. Bro, it was Lions, they got C+. So, what, everybody did a good draft? So
No. Go to
it doesn't make
PFF.
sense.
Go to PFF, bro.
Why are you using PFF?
Man, go to PFF.
Because that's a standard grading system that they've used for players. They've used for everything.
If I use PFF for some of your players the next year, you're not gonna like it.
Go on then.
Who
Do
said
it.
that?
Don't worry.
Who
Who?
said that's the standard?
But that's what most people look at. They look at where they've been PFF graded.
Nah, you
Don't cap.
You
Don't cap
You know
about
the
it.
people then pick and choose.
Who?
You know the people then pick and choose. Because
but
if man starts
as
putting
a-
out
no,
the PFF
so as a-
stats on your team, yeah,
you don't
do
like
it. Be like, fam, I ain't trying to hear
Do it.
Yeah?
Do
All of a
it.
sudden-
Do it. No,
all of
do
a
it.
sudden-
Because every time I look for grading, I go to PFF.
Okay, so what did PFF give you?
A B plus.
Okay, so you're happy? Are you happy?
I'm calm. I'm calm in my draft. Now I'll explain why later. Anyway, before I got really interrupted, yeah, we're going to talk about our teams, how they all done, and then I want you all, whilst you're thinking about those things, to also pick out a draft pick from a team that's not yours that you are excited to see, or like who you think is actually like, you know, this was a good draft pick. I wish this was us.
Okay.
And then I feel like that should be enough. Obviously, I'm not going to sidetrack us into some nonsense, but we'll roll.
Desmond Ridder's PFF grade was 55.9.
Yeah, come, do it, run it,
Hey, yo.
run it.
It's when Ed
Bro, run it.
Ed was sending the film work on Desmond Ridder. Yeah, I actually went to YouTube.
This guy.
I was looking for something a lot closer, more recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't really
You
seeing
said, listen, I don't talk too much. Next year, we'll.
Diamante Ridder. We'll see you, man.
Well, it's funny because there was one. I saw one short in it. One guy was talking about him like, he's so on the ball. He's like he's an adult. And I was like, bruv, tell me about his actual game. I was just telling me about his actual game, you know what I mean? His personality. Man, I don't want to hear that. Man,
That's what Ed said.
But all parts-
Like he's a perfectionist. Okay, can nigga throw the ball on that?
Listen, my thing is, yeah, he started 4 games. He's a rookie. Like, bro, I don't know what you expect to see from that.
To be honest with you,
But
I didn't even know what he looks like.
If you're gonna rubbish Bear players from the first year, yeah, when they started, enough man are in the money.
Well, I'm not rubbishing him for the first year. I'm rubbishing it in advance. I'm paying.
Is that even?
I'm manifesting.
When I was riding with Josh Allen, yeah, you lot, Bear people said the same thing.
No, we didn't. We didn't say much about Josh Allen.
Everyone was calling him trash.
You've been right. You read for Gardner Minshew, Baker Mayfield,
I didn't write.
Mariota.
I didn't write for Baker.
Yes, you did.
I didn't write.
Yes,
I didn't
yes, you
write-
did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't write for Baker.
Yes, you did.
Hey, accusations.
We got the files, bro.
Find
we
it.
legit do have the phone.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I'm the one that has the Google Drive. 10 files ain't around no more, bro. Hey, look.
SoundCloud stuff.
You think I ain't wiped that shit too? Dog, new year, new me. Anyway, look.
You also read for Mariota.
I had to.
No, you don't. No, you did not.
Fam, that's like a parent not liking their child, fam.
No,
You have-
Bear parents are like their children. That's
No,
number
but
one.
are you allowed to say it?
No, you're not.
You have to say that's my
Felix,
child.
Do we write for the players we don't even like? We don't rate in our team. We don't write for the players we don't rate in our team.
Bro,
We had a CD Lamb agenda until week 11.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
my
no,
Q.
that
That's my
That
QB.
CD Lamb agenda was
No.
cooking. Wow. Grease.
I can't lie though.
Because even
I was
he got
up.
good,
I was up.
It's like what in unison.
Hey, no,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Do you know what it was?
Hey, that agenda was disgusting.
I started that agenda and I was like, hey, my agenda's picking up weight right now. I'm looking kind of good. My stocks are up. And the last couple of weeks, he switched it
I
right.
can't lie.
But-
From week 11 onwards, I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. Drewski meme just.
No, because he was looking, he was making Dak look
It's kind-
funky.
It
But he's
like,
calm.
It wasn't. bruv. Anyway, we're not going to talk about CD.
Yeah. So anyway, so back to the draft.
Did you watch
In
the
ter-
draft?
I did actually.
Yeah, we
I stayed up. I stayed up
Yeah,
for
so
most.
you awake during the draft.
Bruv,
Of course he wasn't,
every,
bro.
Every time you lower, me, I was just either asleep or I was doing that motive. I was doing my best
Motive.
boy life.
Is that what they call it now? Motive.
I was doing that motives, bruv.
Well, City Boys up here over the weekend, yeah?
Yo, we up.
Who did you draft?
Who did I draft?
Hmm.
What, as in my team? Or are you talking about ESC division?
Hey.
Back holiday weekend draft, yeah?
Oh, bro, he's up. Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
did you have a first round pick on Friday?
Fuck, where did I even go on Friday? Bruv, I don't remember what I did on Friday, though. Nah, I had a...
was it a Bryce Young or was it a Brock Purdy?
To be honest, I'm baiting myself, but yesterday I had a... There was a young first round pick. Went from that to another one.
I respect it.
Then, it was doing rounds. You know what I mean? Went from round 1 to round 2 to round 3.
Felix, you sure you want me to keep this?
Not in that way. It was just general conversations.
Oh, you're just talking about.
Yeah,
Cool. All right, cool. As long as she understands the NFL now. Deep balls and that. But
Anyway, so NFL draft.
So yeah, you stayed up to watch the first night. Second night,
I watched the second night as well. I was
Yeah.
playing COD whilst like following it as well. So.
Every time like a team drafted a player, like you go to YouTube to see who this person is.
yeah.
Some players I did.
So I tried even with the first round, I created a list. Like I did like the top 10. I was gonna continue for the whole one, but I thought 10's a nice number. Ended it there where I was showing them, adding tape onto all of the tweets and stuff. Anyone that follows would have seen it.
Sick.
But I did, like, especially because I'm not going to sit there and pretend, we'll come onto this later on, I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I know every college player in it. And so sometimes you'll draft someone and it's not a headline name or it's not a brand name that you see all the time. But then you actually go and watch the tape, you're like, rah, this man he's proper. And especially I think that's mostly around kind of nose tackles, D-line. A lot of the O-line guys don't really get that type of notoriety, so you're not gonna get. They're not stat makers. So unless you're actually watching tape and watching what they're about and listening to people that are maybe clued in on that specific smaller team or whatever, you don't really get a feel for who they are. So I always try and watch not just like the highlights. I'll go and watch their games, like a condensed version of a game, or listen to some of the writers around the schools and whatnot, and you get a good feel for it. And I think it makes the draft for me more interesting, because suddenly a draft that might seem like, oh, what are these man doing? Suddenly starts to look decent. Even
Because you watched the tape and see.
even with you lot, like you see your first round pick. I was thinking, then I watched this tape.
No, he's actually.
I said, okay.
The issue with him was just that, like, on tape, you don't see him rush the pass.
Yeah,
But he's a run stopper though.
Yeah, but apparently they think that he's got a lot of potential to rush the passer. But
he's-
as a run stopper, like when you're looking, I can't remember who was saying it, but I was like, oh, I wish I could credit them for this, because it's like this is true. Like you also have to draft thinking about your division, your conference, and who you're competing with. So for example,
When you're against Philly,
yeah, like in NFC, the best teams run the ball heavy. So currently the teams that are ahead of us are San Fran, who've beaten us twice in a row in the playoffs, and also Philly, who got to the Super Bowl, and they won the division. They're a heavy run team. And one of the Cowboys' weaknesses, like was it the Rams game we lost in the playoffs when they dropped 200 yards
up and down
foreheads,
and we lost.
on our foreheads, bro.
God damn.
Piss off, Shaq. Shaq's at the cup flexing, piss off.
Oh, what, you just put?
Rams.
Oh, it's rough. How do you find the season?
Don't worry about that.
No. You know what though? You know what?
Hey, put the camera on here.
You know what though? They drafted Stetson Bennett in it.
Yeah.
So I have to respect it.
Yeah, they
That's
dropped.
my boy, Georgia.
Say that. Georgia Tech.
Hey, back to back.
Oh yeah. You like. Hey, Ed's a fraud. It's like when I follow college. Okay, what team you support? I support Georgia Bulldogs. What? The best.
Hold on, wait, hold on. What's the natural? I support Atlanta Falcons, and I have been there in the mud with them, bro. I've been in the trenches, my
Yeah, you
dogs.
have.
I'm an Atlanta sports fan, minus basketball.
Okay.
No, because I remember Ed was an Atlanta Hawks fan, and one day,
Yeah, because I did.
Yo, go Lakers! I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Hear me out.
When was this trade
No,
announced?
the thing with the Hawks, yeah, I actually watched the Hawks and they didn't like, when a team doesn't actually.
I
didn't enjoy it. I didn't like their jersey. I didn't like it. I was like, this is me forcing this, bro.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the Lakers. We up now. You get me? It is what it is. But
Yeah, okay.
Georgia Bulldogs, man. That's been.
Yeah,
I followed them for
hella
a while
Bulldogs were drafted. Yeah, but yeah. So what I was saying is that you've got to draft. It's also sensible to draft like because the Cowboys, they can rush the passer with, and now with the gentleman, especially if we can get the best out of. I need to actually get his name. If you get the best out,
Smith.
yeah,
Smith.
yeah. If you get the best out of his pass rush, now you've got 3 potential serious boys on the D line, and also DeMarcus Lawrence is amazing at stopping the run. Now we add him to stop the run. I'm kind of happy with that. But yeah, what I found interesting about the first round, yeah, is just like, I don't know, I found the draft so sick because like this is the best he's gonna get because everybody's so happy on draft day. By week 5,
it could go left.
by week 5, it's long because certain man are thinking. And then what's so crazy about the draft is like how everybody's so certain the draft, everybody's high fiving the war room and that. And then when you see things play out, you're thinking, nah, I drafted Henry Ruggs at 12. These times.
He's in jail.
Jefferson's
He's
22.
doing the longest yard now.
Yo, fam. I don't even know. Did you say free my man? Or
No, I leave him in there, bro.
Yeah, I can't say a free man for that.
Nah, leave him in there. It was moving nuts.
But yeah, so see the draft. Okay, so obviously Bryce Young went first. Were you surprised that CJ Stroud went second?
No.
I was surprised because I bought the propaganda.
When I told you, yeah, at the beginning of this offseason, when I started hearing Will Levis's name, yeah, I said these people, they will crumble. Rock Nation will crumble because, bro, they started hyping this guy out from nowhere.
No, but apparently,
but fam, I watched this season in it. Kentucky weren't wavy like that, nor was Levis.
No, he apparently he didn't have a good season. The year before, he had like actually I think who the Rams had as their offensive coordinator, and he had him cooking. But then he cut to the Rams, and then it got a bit spooky. But apparently, if you speak to a lot of people in the Texans organization, they actually really, really like Levis. But what I'm hearing now, what I'm reading and hearing is that when it got to like interviews and stuff, but they weren't really feeling Levis in that.
what are you saying?
Yeah.
He was too much of a meathead.
Yeah, people.
But that's what it was. Everyone looked at him. All right, so my theory on all of this stuff is, yeah, once something happens in the NFL, a lot of the time it translates down to a whole bunch of people trying to replicate that.
Yeah, of course.
So you had the success of, let's say, a Josh Allen. Everyone suddenly wanted big, strong dude who was built like a house, who could run. And then it was like, okay, this is
but
kind of the
Levis takes
prototype.
it too far, but Levis was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, but that's what they saw him and they thought, yeah, this is Josh Allen part 2. We're going to push this agenda. But teams luckily saw through that, like,
No. The agenda was being pushed by his agent. It won't be pushed by the NFL.
But the media started following. When the media get hold of it,
because the media and the agents are in cahoots.
they're in cahoots. And now it's like, yeah. He's the one. He's the one. He might even go as high as second.
Like, when man was speaking to him and that, they said that apparently everybody said Bryce Young is just like
heads and shoulders above everyone.
Elites.
Yeah.
And
You can
everybody
tell
said they loved Anthony Richardson. They said that this guy's high IQ, he loves ball. They said CJ Stroud and Levis, they like them, but they don't like them. Their personality doesn't radiate as much. But with CJ Stroud, you had a better tape. You see what I'm saying? With Levis's tape, and I was watching Benjamin Solak, he broke down Levis's tape, and his footwork. You know when they talk about football, I never really get it because I live in the UK, bro. Man ain't throwing no balls, bro. Yeah, but you see that his footwork is better booky, and then the ball just comes out kind of wonky. But when he gets his foot right, he could throw a rocket.
What, Stroud?
No. Stroud's clean.
Yeah, Stroud's clean.
Levis.
Yeah,
Levis.
okay.
So I think with some people, I think there's only 2 teams that liked him.
Yeah.
Like 3 teams that liked him, which was the Texans, the Colts, and the Titans, right? So
The Colts was a smokescreen. Ignore that.
No. The Colts liked him. But I think after they met Richardson, they liked Richardson a bit more.
I think what I've heard just on that point is that the Colts were bang on Richardson. They wanted to hype the Levis thing because Detroit might have been interested in Richardson and also the Seahawks. So to stop them jumping into Arizona's spot,
Okay,
they
they
had
had
to
to
make
play
it
that
seem
4D chess.
Levis is our guy.
Apparently
Just like
the
they could hold it
Titans
there.
really liked him, and they were planning.
They were willing to come back up into the first.
Yeah. They were planning to take him at 11, but they didn't think. They know they got the tackle. They didn't think he was gonna fall that far.
Yeah.
So they got the tackle. They said, "Wait, okay, we're gonna tackle, and let's see if we can come back and get him in the
That's
first."
the thing about this draft, yeah. So a lot of players were dropping, you know. Like,
Do you want? Do you want? Yeah, I don't. I don't
Who
really-
was your biggest slide? The biggest slide surprise for you?
Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah,
Because in all mock drafts,
he was
like
one of the
top
top.
50
Yeah,
player, and he went in the second round.
I think.
Mine's is Brian.
I think
Brian Branch. He was like consensus first one.
But he's
Yeah,
a
but he was
safety,
always-
or he's a nickel corner,
End
innit?
of the draft.
Yeah, true.
So safeties, unless you are
He's a safety
an
/ nickel.
Mazine, and at this point, there are so many guys who are safety / linebacker types that their teams aren't really even. They're not like looking for them the same way they were at first.
There was a guy that was on like bare to draft boards, like in 2022. Like they were saying like this guy's gonna be like a top 10 pick, and he didn't even get drafted. Oh, what's his name again?
Didn't get drafted. God damn.
Or
Yeah.
he
Was he injured?
No, he didn't get drafted.
at all?
He didn't get drafted. Yeah, but I think he played 1 year. Oh, I'll find it. But one thing about slides, yeah, people slide down the draft, is that are man sliding down the draft, or do people just not know what NFL teams are actually on?
Man, am I sliding down the drafts, bro?
I think
Because also, I think one thing we have to always think about is that when a lot of these analysts are doing their big boards or whatever, they're just doing it in general, innit? They're not doing it based on what a team needs.
Yeah.
So like they'll do their top 50, top 100, whatever. Like they're just thinking, if I was to rank who I think is good, this is how I'm ranking it. Whereas with a team, they might do it now based on our need is maybe corner, so we might have corners a bit higher. We may not even have QBs on our draft board.
Yeah, apparently they have that. Yeah.
Like because teams know about your medicals. So if you're a draft analyst and you don't know that my man has a bust up knee or his neck is finished, like whereas with the teams they'll be like, okay, he has a bad knee, he's off our draft. He's off our board. He has a bad neck.
But that's why I said that are these men actually sliding? Because the people whose board matters are the teams, right? So if these men aren't high on these teams' boards, just because he's high on your mock board,
But the thing
but
is,
bear in mind also it's a domino effect, yeah. So like you see in the situation with the Titans,
yeah,
you might have, let's say, for example, Will Levis number 2 or number 1. Or no, sorry, you had him 1B. Let's say you had him 1B, yeah, and then you had
impossible.
you had the tackle.
where?
No, you had the tackle 1A, and you. This is hypothetical, bro.
That hypothetical.
It's hypothetical.
you're
Hypothetical.
actually Dr. Umar of QBs, you know.
No, so
There's
it's.
like no white QBs, you know.
No, I do.
I mean, I'd
you
spud
don't,
you, but
bro.
there's cameras on
What
now,
the-
so it's rough.
Thank you.
No, I do.
Hey, tell me one white QB you like.
Josh Allen, bro. Josh Allen.
Look, see?
Hold on. Wait,
See?
I forgot that.
Hey, this is rough.
We got it.
Alright, I tried
Three
to.
of them I have an agenda against. I have an agenda on Herbert, Barrow. I have an agenda on Birdies, man. I like
That's the point.
Just Allen, I get my.
No, do you know what? In his defense, do you know what the problem is? There's not enough black QBs in the league anyway for us to have equal proportion to hate on.
Oh, fam, this year,
The highest.
this year, 3 black QBs were taking the top 5. Hey,
You know what? Keep digging your hole. I'm not trying. I tried. Anyway, but it's like, all right. So back to my point is like, if you got these 2 men here,
Yeah.
you've only got 1 first round pick. So if you was gonna take him, and then suddenly someone who you didn't expect to drop to your spot is there, and you're like, hold on,
Yeah.
this guy's good, but this guy's even better.
Yeah.
You take him, and now you might have been the only person that
Interested.
in that guy for the next 15 spots.
But that's my point, though. That's my point. Like, these draft boards are based on what people think. And obviously they have conversations, but teams are not going to really tell you because they don't want to give that up. So I do think there's some sort of, I think that there must be some form of copycat in the league because they're thinking, right, hold on. If these men didn't take him, there must be a reason why they didn't take him. So I do feel like there's a bit of that.
Yeah, because a lot of teams can't draft well.
Yeah, and also in like I was trying to learn more about the draft this offseason. There's two boards. They got like, I'm not sure which way it goes around. There's got the horizontal board and the vertical board.
Yeah.
So one board is like all the best players, all the players in order of who's the best. So like the running back might be the 3rd best player, but in the other board, running back is our 6th need. So are we gonna draft him? Even though, for example, like BJ Robertson, many people say he's like top 2-3 players in the draft.
Well,
You would think
take him?
8th. 8th.
It's alright, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually a good pick.
Yeah,
We'll come back to that.
but for a lot of people, they're okay, cool. He is like on one of our boards, like he's up there.
Yeah.
But we don't need a running back. We need a tackle. We need a guard.
So then that's when it comes to the draft strategy for teams. Because certain teams, like I know the Saints notoriously, funny enough, I think that's why we've adopted that, because Terry Fontenot came from the Saints. It was always take best player available. And
Yeah, but you had the pick of like at number 8. Who can you not get?
They could have got Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's the best player available. According to a lot of people.
Again, I guess there's also things like they tried to do the whole.
This guy.
Oh no, bro.
I want to see you actually explain this one. So
No.
So
My thing was
both of them are on the board.
Yeah.
You are the GM. Who are you taking, Jalen Carter or?
If it was me,
If it's you,
probably Jalen Carter, but I'd asterisk it only by saying, if, for example, we went on back to playing our 3-4 base that we were last year, yeah? Nose tackle's one of them ones where you're going to be playing these men in rotation.
Yeah, but
and it's
but he's not really a nose tackle though. He plays he's more of a free.
He's a
tackle.
free
he's a
tackle.
free
So
no.
he's not-
I like him, innit? And I've been high on him the whole. I've been
Even
high on
if
him
it
the whole
was- if it
draft.
was free front, he'll be the edge.
Yeah, but then we've got Grady Jarrett. I mean, yeah, I guess technically you could pay him, but we've got Grady Jarrett. We've got Calais Campbell. We signed on Yamata, and then also apart from that, we took three D linemen last year. Do you get it in the draft as well? So it's
He's probably better than all of them.
no. So not as a pure and out edge rusher. We took Arnold Ebiketie, who was really good last year, and he showed real good talent last year. And they're saying that if he takes a step this year, he could be cold. And then there was one that we took later down, a guy called D'Angelo Malone, who's shown, but he was like a proper project that we took 6th, 7th round or something. He was good. And it's just that we've put a lot of money into the D-line and stuff in the off-season free agency. So I can see why for them it was like...
So my next question then is like, okay, if not Carter, who else could you have taken instead of Robinson?
Who else could we have taken there?
Because essentially, you took Robinson was legit just BPA best. In your team's mind, I guess he was the best player.
I think...
Were there not any other players that could have...
Because I think the other people that we were potentially interested in, they mentioned about Stroud, if Stroud happened to a drop there, which was near enough impossible, was never going to happen. I think Soronsky was a potential, the lineman from Northwestern.
But you've been paying your lineman, though.
Yeah, but we need a left guard. So anyone that we're taking...
tackle?
But most of the college tackles, you can kick them into guard for the first couple of years. And then also Paris Johnson Jr., you see the one that went to Arizona.
Yeah, he's proper.
So I think those were some of the other people that were pretty high on our board.
Okay.
But once they went, it was looking at it like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but when they...
What about you? You could have got Gonzalez.
But then, it proves, you can see why now that maybe there's something there that you can see, because the fact that Gonzalez and all these men ended up going 17th, 18th, whatever, clearly there's something that these men have all put them through their paces, through interviews, through pro days, through all of these things that they're looking at thinking, this
I promise
right
you,
now...
bear them teams that picked after you, 8 picking BJ Robinson.
Bruv, because all jokes aside, even in most of these mock drafts, BJ was never being taken in the top 10.
Who?
Like
Bijan.
Robinson.
He had been mocked to us in pretty much most of the last couple. Go and look at all of the previous ones.
Had not, fam. I'm telling you right.
Man took a running
But
back.
even Bucky Brooks, who got most of the top 10, he even guessed the Texans trade up to third. But most of them had Bijan coming to us.
Combined the last few days.
No, in the last couple of weeks. Remember, I mentioned it. How in the group chat? How long ago did I say, "Right, there's talk actually that we might take Bijan at number 8."
Yeah, there was talk.
There was a lot of talk, and they started mocking into us quite a lot. So it was he was always up there. And the thing is, you might as well move on to that. Like, if we're going to talk about the picks, I liked the pick. I said that I wouldn't be mad at it, especially after what we did in the free agency. Mm-hmm. If we hadn't addressed the defense at all during free agency, and then we went and took him, I'd have been like,
You're moving mad. Yeah.
bruh, like, and this has been my whole thing throughout the season. And I know Ayo tried to bring this up when we drafted him. I'm not against using draft capital. I'm not against you spending money. My issue was spending both of them when we had so many holes in the team, innit? Mm-hmm. So, for example, I know Ayo tried to bring up Lamar again. I said at the time I didn't want to get off with the draft picks, and also be hamstrung by having to pay him that much in the first year when we had so much. all of that money that we then went to go and take, we spent, I think, out of all of the money we spent in off-season, we spent over 40 million or 45 million on defense.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we've done quite well. And it was a combination of that and some of the draft picks that we acquired from trades. So getting...
10 wins this year, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I actually do think we will. And it's...
I want you to put your stamp on that.
Nah, bro, because I've already got a bit of him. It's 9 wins. I've got over 9.
Again?
I can't remember. Was it a bill? 2 bills? What was it, a bill?
2 bills.
Was it 2 bills?
Oh, man.
All right, cool. I was stressing now because he's thinking this is...
No, but I wasn't stressed at all.
All right, cool.
I wasn't stressed at all. Bro.
But we addressed all of those
Easy
things.
2 goals for me. Falcons are getting no 10 dubs.
If you look at the team that we fielded last year, you look at the names that we had.
I don't know the names. I don't know your team last year.
Thank you. We didn't field much talent. But
The Broncos have picked up Judy's 5th year.
Anyway, you know what? They need something for what's his face? Ciara's husband.
I put some respect on
Never.
In
Future high, baby. Can't believe it. He's turning future junior.
Oh my God. Detroit Lions are trending towards giving Jared Goff a new contract sometime in the next 15 months.
Yeah,
And
no.
I thought they were about to hit freedom.
Well, they didn't. I feel like they trust him. And to be fair, in his defense, he played well last year.
Do you know the mad
They don't even trust him.
Do you know
They played well last year.
Analysts,
Yeah, they played well. They didn't let him. They didn't give up the keys to him last year. He did well in confidence of the system. But I thought, okay, cool. You've done well. You almost made the playoffs. You got 2 picks in the top 15. They take a off-ball linebacker and a running back. And now they're going to give Jared Goff a new contract.
Mad because the
They were
analysts
moving
were
nuts.
cooking.
Yeah, no. They didn't have a great draft.
They got
They have a
Their
great
draft is very similar to the Cowboys draft, kind of, man. Like, we're picking non-premium positions.
But I feel like the Cowboys have quite a complete team, generally speaking.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Cowboys got all round.
You have quite a complete
So they
team.
say. I saw us last year. So they say.
But boy, a lot of that was because people kept throwing pick parties.
And a bag of chips last year.
Now we've got 2 receivers.
What's the bag of chips? The pick parties.
No, it was the fact that it was running with receivers freezing.
Who no? What was your other? It was Noah Brown and them, man. Was
Noah
that your-
Brown, Jalen Tolbert, Gallup who on one leg.
CD, who was trash for most of the season.
Bruv, apparently CD had 1,300 yards, so I don't know where you're coming from.
Yeah, he cooked towards the end.
Double-digit touchdowns.
You know what I mean?
He was all-pro for the NFL players. Voted him all-pro.
Team All-Pro. But apparently he was trash. Yo, listen.
Bro.
That agenda didn't bank.
I cannot believe that you lot are trying to do a U-turn on the agenda that you lot were with.
Hey, listen.
We let the tape do talking.
Listen.
The tape
You-
thinking. We'll take
This guy, I've got a conversation with me and this guy, you know. We named 20 receivers. I was trying to bring this back.
That was the you see that 20 receivers.
Hey, bro, listen.
That
We
was-
have video now, you know. You think I won't put the whole screenshot of the whole conversation there?
You have to prove that it was me who said it.
You want me to put your number on the interweb? On the Samuel Jan's internet, bro. I'll have your number.
prove that's
Great
my number.
face there,
Prove
bro.
Bro, that 20 receiver thing was nasty. You see Shannon?
Crazy
that's why
work.
That's why I stopped watching
Why?
Undisputed. How you gonna do that?
That wasn't undisputed.
I let
That was right here.
I let you cook as well, cause I was giving you names. I was letting you take some of them. And apparently, them man aren't better than him. So boy, we win.
You didn't win though. Anyway, but my point remains. I feel like with your draft, you had you had the luxury of saying, all right, cool. There's certain areas that we need to actually pick for, and there's free agency still. There's the free agents. There's this weird feeling that free agency's done. You've done the draft now. This is your team is set in stone. Whereas a lot of work actually happens between now post June, like the June 1st cuts.
Apparently, our undrafted free agency has been sick, according to Marcus Mercer. Apparently,
Undrafted free agency is always good though.
Yeah,
so we'll
you
see.
pick up
But,
a couple gems.
What was I gonna say again? So, see the draft. Like, what teams do you think had like really good drafts? What teams do you feel like had?
Falcons.
You think
Falcons had a decent draft? I don't know. They had a few players. I was like, all right, cool.
Is it okay?
Yeah, we had a good draft.
I think Philly had a good draft.
Eagles had a crazy draft. The fact that they got both Carter and Smith.
They're trying to build. They're just trying to build the Bulldogs over there.
Bro, they traded for from
DeAndre
Swift
Swift as well.
from Line. But that I can't lie, yeah. I'm not maybe this is bad vibes, yeah. But my spidey senses start tingling. Well, why do man want to give you up like that?
It's just
They
something else, isn't it?
They literally
Jameer
drafted
Gibbs.
running back 12th, bro.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about it. Like
It's a different type of running back.
They had Smith. They had
seen-
Swift. Then they go give Montgomery $6 million a year.
But they also traded away Williams as well.
Yeah, traded away Williams.
To the Saints. But
But Williams is a bit older though.
Jameer Gibbs is a different type of receiver, different type of running back.
Jameer Gibbs is like Alvin Kamara, right?
Yeah.
And Swift is kind of like Alvin Kamara. So if you have two of the same man doing the
pointless.
same thing, you're now thinking
Yeah, but why? But the problem is that he didn't have to draft.
because he kept getting injured as well.
Nah,
There's,
I don't think they don't fuck with Swift. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Where
because
he's
he
at-
kept getting injured.
It's and also, bro, it's the running back situation, isn't it? Like for them, it's like, cool, we can get this guy. We're gonna have him cheap.
It's a red flag, man.
5 years. But I can't lie, Jameer Gibbs is cold.
Yeah,
Like he's ridiculous.
You better be for 12th pick of the draft.
No, like, bro, if you watch his tape,
No, I heard he's
because
cold.
You see him, he's the type that will. You see how Ivan Kamara can come out. You see that? What do they call that route? You know, when it comes, they go out and then back in. When I see Gibbs do it, yeah, the way he will have
Oh, I think
a
whip. I
linebacker,
think it's called whip route.
like a whip route or something. No, whip route is when you go. It's like a 7, so you come in and then whip out.
Oh.
So you turn the
So what you talk, which one are you talking about?
So it's I can't remember what it's called. But
Slant.
not slant. No. Bro. No. These gotta go.
Man said in and out.
No, I'll remember it. No, it's not even that. It's just it's a specific running back route. I can't remember the name. My mind's just gone blank.
Could you just perform it just now?
So I can draw the X of those.
No, just do it yourself.
How can I do it? There's no line. If this is the line.
No, I mean use your legs.
it goes
Stand up.
out- No.
Run the route, bro. Just run the route. Come, let's run the route. I'll get the way. I'm the DB.
There's no DB there. This guy don't watch tape. You said the running backs lined up against the DB.
Run back. Come on, DB. Depending on where you put them.
No,
He's in the
running backs
backfield.
More time, they're gonna be
It's a
linebackers.
linebacker.
It'll be a safety or a linebacker.
Or a nickel.
Yeah, you put them in the slot.
But anyway, no. Point remains. But it's just generally like the way he would freeze up, man. He's got really quick feet. His change of direction is crazy. It's not even a change of direction. His acceleration out of breaks is unreal. So I think for them, we've got a younger guy that does something similar to Swift, maybe at a better quality and whatever. You're just upset because, bro, if the Philly get better than what it is, but their offense looks a bit.
I don't.
I'm not all that wild by their offense. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Their offense is insane.
Whose offense?
Phillies.
Phillies.
Philly have a case.
if I'm-
Philly have a case for the best offense in the league. You said they got-
I don't mind it.
I don't know.
I don't mind it.
No,
We'll put 40 on them.
no. We're not
You
going to do
reckon?
this. They are.
We'll put 40 on them.
They are top 3 offense in the league.
That's fine.
For sure.
What, because of the style that they play?
No, it's everything. The style they play, their weapons.
They got two,
and-
they got
and
two
they-
running backs.
And they put up points.
Who's the other running back now?
They got a running back that they're paying 50 mil.
Oh, the gender. Obviously.
Who?
No,
Philly
he's
got a running
talking
back,
about
they pay
Hurts.
50 mil.
It's called the Hurts running back. No, because they've got. Remember, they signed Rashad Penny.
Hurts.
Oh yeah, that's the other. It's
They
Rashad
got
Penny. and
Rashad
Swift
Penny.
now.
They still got. What's his name?
We're not going to talk Rashad Penny like he's good.
Like
you know.
he means something.
Rashad Penny had that one good year that he
he's
came
good,
back.
He's good running.
My guy.
But the thing is,
Aye.
even last year they didn't have like stellar running backs, but they put up numbers.
No, who was last year? They had like Boston Scott, Saunders.
Miles
Miles
Sanders had one.
And Gainwell.
Yeah, they were-
and
and
Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Yeah, no, but the thing is,
Kenneth
because
Gainwell.
of
They're
the
three good
scheme
backs.
and the O line, they get yards.
any-
Them man-
Also, their pass catchers are crazy. Goddard, AJ Brown's a top five wide receiver, and Devontae
then
Smith
Devontae Smith.
is probably a top 5
Yeah,
number 2.
I'm chatting shit. Hey, it's rough for you lot in your division.
No, it's calm because we put up points too. When Dak was back, no team put up more points than us when Dak came back. Fun facts.
Did anyone put up any more interceptions than you?
No.
No, he didn't.
Not when Dak came back.
No, when that came back. That goes out here.
I was trying to save him, innit?
Nah, that goes out here giving it to the DBs for no reason, bro. Pause. But the
Will Ridder score more than 12 touchdowns this year?
who knows? Maybe it's yet to be decided.
All I know, is that Hurts is probably going to have more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns.
Your boy in it.
He's
But do you know? Hold on, 2 seconds though. Yeah, is there an issue with that? A genuine issue with that?
Yes.
Is it not about how it gets done?
No.
Yes, there's an issue with that because you are a quarterback.
That's why
running back.
that-
If
no,
you have more rushing touchdowns,
That's why.
it's not gonna
Lamar
happen.
Jackson, yeah, he lives off that season where he had like 36 passing touchdowns. Like even though everyone calls him a running back / wide receiver.
Yeah, but it's like my thing is that if you're scoring, alright, so say some QBs might get down to the 5-yard line, and it's alright, cool, dunk, little slant
QBs
route,
are meant to
whatever.
throw the ball, not run.
I get that, but he might have thrown it here, there, and everywhere. But you know that my
No,
most
no,
effective,
but-
my most
Doesn't throw
effective.
it here, there, and everywhere though.
No, but he can throw it. Like for example, we saw in the Super Bowl when he had to throw it, he could throw it.
No,
but what I'm saying is, when you get
but
down
in
to
the
that
Super
5-yard
Bowl,
line,
the Chiefs sold out to stop the run.
yeah,
That's why he was throwing it that much.
yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying. This is it's not that he's unable. He's not
No, he's
unable to throw
capable.
the ball. So
He's got
it's just that is it wrong that if somebody gets down to that 5-yard line, for example, you're in the red zone,
It's stat pad, fam.
and it's like no, but stat padding is.
You need the numbers.
What is
QBs, when I come to the,
what is the biggest stat pad that you can get is the W. So if he knows that, okay, cool, I have a 60-70% chance of scoring here with my feet versus maybe a 50 chance by throwing it, are you gonna do it?
Alright, cool. I'm just saying, if I was a QB, I'll be happy with 2 rushing touchdowns and no passing touchdowns in it.
What?
So if you left the game with 2 rushing touchdowns and no passing
No
touchdowns,
passing touchdowns. Like my stat sheet. What
what looks better your stat sheet?
When they're posting the graphics, yeah.
It says 0.
Yeah, you want to see.
How many yards has it got on there?
Bruv, some of these QBs can have 10 yards and 10 rushing yards.
I can't like. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I know it's peak because I think because of the offense that we had last year as well. There's times when we'll win the game and you look at our QB stat. It's like, bro, 12 for 12.
Bro, it looks nuts, man.
120 yards.
It looks nuts. Like
1 touchdown. But then you check the rushing stats. Yeah, bare man have like 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards. Bare touch. So it's.
Before we go back to the draft, if Jalen Hurts doesn't have 6 stat lines almost every week because of how much he's getting paid, brother, listen, me, you might call me Dr. Umar, but I'm gonna be having a talk.
I can't lie,
Wait and see.
because I've seen him in way too many top 5s in this off-season. So, because of that, the agenda has been officially launched. Jalen Hurts, I got my eyes on you, brother.
I'm hoping.
You are now under observation.
I'm hoping that
He's on the elbow.
next year. I personally like him in it.
So do I.
I have.
But it's not personal, it's business.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Never personal.
It's to the point. My
It's never personal.
I said I'm calling the witness.
That's the pod title.
Hey.
You see Herbert. Herbert's done now, though.
Oh, we're through it. All right, cool.
Herbert, he's cool.
Listen, they gave him.
I'll let him live.
No, they gave him.
now.
No.
Don't worry about that one.
Herbert.
Hey, come back. Go on, give me
I'll be
your
there.
Yeah.
Herbert. They
I'll be there no matter what.
they gave Herbert one of the best receivers in this year's draft. So you better.
Quentin Johnson.
Quinton Johnston.
It'll be interesting because he looks like a younger version of Mac Williams.
Yeah, we'll see what he's
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, give him a fast person who could get open.
Who would you have rather seen?
Say Flowers.
Was they? Did they pick higher than they did? Yeah, they picked higher than Ravens, didn't it?
Yeah. Where's the if I went to Ravens? I said, Lamar, you bust case.
No, wait. No,
No,
Ravens picked before.
No, they didn't.
Didn't they?
No.
Because he was the. Was he
No,
not-
Zay Flowers wasn't the first QB.
No, because the first QB taken, the first receiver taken was JSN to
Jackson-
To
Seattle,
Seahawks.
and then was it not then Zay Flowers, then
No.
Quinton
I think it was
Johnson,
Quentin Johnson.
then Jordan Addison.
No. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi so I can.
Is at. Oh no. Let me. Is at We Are Cube.
We are where?
But
I'll share it.
Wow, you have technique like that.
Yeah, have you tried to connect it?
Which one do I connect to?
Cube members.
Oh, well, I forget. We bullshit now. Jeez, uptown. Here's me on guest still. I'm not a guest.
Shaq, can you check the time so I know when to edit this out?
Yeah, I'm on
37.50.
No, on the. Would it be the same?
Yeah, she started saying 37.50.
Okay.
What? So Cube members is
Yeah,
what?
I shared it. I shared it.
Alright, wicked. Cheers, geese.
How do I join this thing? What's the password?
I shared it with you, though.
Probably share it.
Yeah, you got the password.
Oh,
But
right.
oh yeah, what was he talking about? We're talking about receivers. Hey,
Receivers.
Seahawks draft.
Wavy.
Very good
My
job.
boy Gino, we up.
Nah. They drafted for the QB.
For the new-
Yeah.
I know, but as long as my boy Gino goes off this year, he's gonna get paid again. Anyway, let my boy Gino have another year. I want to start the Gino over Hurts agenda. Because you had a better year than Hurts last year, low key.
Who?
Hey, nah, fam, yo.
Brother, what are you talking about?
Yo.
Who threw for more yards?
Yo.
One went to the
Who threw for more yards of Gino and Gino
I'm
and
calling
Hurts?
Hurts a running back, but you're doing a lot right now.
Who threw for more yards than Gino and Hurts? Who threw for more yards?
I don't know.
I don't care, bro.
Gino Smith. Who threw more touchdowns?
I don't
I
care,
think it was
bro.
Gino.
What the-
Like Hurts had how many touchdowns?
Who had a higher passer rating?
Brother, all I'm saying is that you're not telling me that Geno Smith is better than Jalen Hurts.
I just did.
Yeah, I told you already, man. Hurts is a running back, fam.
Bro,
They paid.
how could I
They paid
have...
a running back 51 mil.
How could I throw for more yards, more touchdowns, better pass rate? Listen, this is not athletics. Yeah, we're not here to run around, cuz we're here to get the ball in the end zone, cuz you know what I'm saying. And if I was to put Geno Smith's best throws and Hurts his best throws. It's chalk and cheese, bro. It's chalk and cheese, cuz, yeah?
Alright, so what are we gonna compare their ones in the Super Bowl or what?
Yeah, but one paid for, I would have paid for. I would have paid for Philly.
He's starting.
No. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who had a better team? Who had a better team?
The Seahawks. Not the Seahawks.
Who has a better offensive line out of which team? Who has better offensive line?
Yeah, the Eagles.
Who has a better defensive line?
Eagles.
Who has better receivers?
Eagles.
Who has better tight ends?
Eagles, I guess.
Who has better DBs?
Eagles. Well, Eagles. That one is you can.
No.
I mean,
no.
What's that guy?
Tyreek Woolen, who's cold.
Yeah. I don't know who the other one's. Quandre Diggs or something.
Yeah, no, but Seattle had one of the worst defenses in the league.
They've had one of the worst defenses for a while too.
Exactly.
Well, technically speaking, if they got a terrible defense, then when you're getting pammed and you're doing bare hero ball, bro,
We've seen hero ball go wrong for certain people.
you're doing hero
Like
ball,
Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's been doing hero ball for 3 years and losing records. Not Gino.
it doesn't matter though.
It doesn't matter. Not Gino.
Putting up yards, bro.
Not Gino. Gino took them to the playoffs
Okay, so what was Gino's
in a hard division.
What was Gino's finishing record?
Finishing record. I think he was 10-7. I think
Pull it up. Check the statistics.
Oh, cool.
10-7. I think. Or might have been 9 and.
I feel like it was 9 and 8.
Might be 9 and 8. Yeah, because they were the freeway with Lions and.
Oh, they won 9 games. Yeah.
Yeah,
9 and 8.
Yeah, it was 9.
So basically,
When was the last time Matt Ryan won 9 games?
don't worry about that. Matt Ryan's an old dude. I got love and respect for him.
Wait, I actually want to check how many passing yards Hurts actually.
And also, the Seahawks had a tougher schedule than the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's a fact.
All right, but the point remains that one of them went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
One got
dude,
bounced.
what games did Jalen play good against the Giants?
What? I don't watch enough of your dudes.
No, he didn't play. No, in the playoffs, he didn't play good against the Giants, and didn't play good against the San Fran either.
Yeah, they got lucky against San Fran.
There we go. There we go. So we're not doing this guy won playoff. No.
All right, so you're telling me, yeah, right now.
Geno Smith is better than Jalen Hurts.
All right, no. So right now, as a Dallas fan, for example, Dak gets struck down.
Don't mention Dak, man.
Dak gets no. Dak gets struck down with a season-ending injury.
Yep.
And then realizes that
I would rather Geno Smith, yes, because Geno Smith's not coming with the best offensive line in football. No, Geno Smith can throw the ball. I'm taking Geno Smith.
Felix, just for sanity check, are you doing the same thing?
I don't know. How much are we going to be running our QB?
Brother, answer the question. Geno
No. But because you have to.
Yeah, but you're going to address your scheme based on who your QB is.
No. See, Dak runs a traditional quarterback scheme. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't really run. Doesn't run too much. I don't know.
No, he
Geno Hurts runs.
Geno Smith sound like a mad shout though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, it's because of
I don't feel comfortable. My body is aching right now.
But don't worry.
No, but bro,
Now I got my Jackson and Jebba, Lockett, weapons.
these man,
All
I cannot.
weapons.
I was all happy for Geno's slipping comeback story and the fairy tale and that.
I don't know why people call it fairy tale like he didn't ball out. It's offensive.
Because do you know what's offensive?
He's a good player.
Erasing every single previous season of Geno, bro.
He barely played after the Jets.
Why do you think that is?
He had a bad time with the Jets, but he bounced back.
This year.
Yeah, but he never got opportunity. But, people saying in the Giants, Ben McAdoo wanted to play him instead of Eli Manning.
Bro.
But obviously the politics, right?
I cannot.
Like Jalen Hurts got benched and had to transfer schools. He bounced back.
You're nuts.
I cannot believe this.
I said it though.
I cannot believe this.
Remember, listen, are we forgetting that Philly were in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes? Yeah. Are we forgetting that?
What was that? Post Carson Wentz? Oh,
Last year. Last year, they tried to get him.
Anyway, the point is,
and then he started playing good.
They were vindicated. They were vindicated. Maybe they just did it.
They weren't vindicated. They caught life. They caught life.
They were vindicated.
They caught life with her.
They did it just to spice up the situation over there, and they done it.
Geno Smith, 4,282 yards, 30 TDs, 69.8% pass completion, and he was throwing the ball downfield.
How many INTs did he throw?
11.
That's actually not bad. It's not a bad stat line. I'm not gonna lie. He balled out still.
He threw, where's INTs?
11.
He threw 11.
Yeah.
That's a bad boy stat line.
What's
good
it?
stat line.
Hurts had 3,000 3,000 something.
Yeah, but he also had the most rushing.
He had 22.
Listen, we are quarterbacks. We're not running backs.
But you can't discount
Hurts,
the fact.
22 touchdowns, so that's 8 less. 3,700 yards, that's 500 less. A lower completion percentage is 6.5. That's still a good
But
completion percentage.
if running is part of his game, you can't just take that away and go, no.
Running will be part of his game in 5 years' time, brother.
QB stat.
Yo, man had 13 rushes.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Fuck
What?
no.
Anyone with running ability is not going to be part of the game in 5 years?
Bro.
Yeah.
What, including your boy in
Who's my boy?
Baltimore?
But Lamar is an elite thrower of the ball.
Huh?
Lamar's got an elite arm.
Even the engineer's confused. Why do you not disrespect Lamar? Lamar's good, bro.
Because suddenly we're just discounting.
No, because Lamar can actually dice. Lamar was this season dicing niggas up from the pocket. That's a fact. Jalen Hurts had to wait till he got baby Megatron, and just throwing it. Hey, AJ Brown's down there somewhere. Ah.
Listen, AJ told him to pump it.
Yeah, pop that hole.
Yo,
Exactly.
yo, hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Bye, y'all.
That was kind of wild still.
Hey, the camera base pod is too funny.
Hey, but man had 13 rushing touchdowns. That's a lot,
It's a lot of
That's a
bro,
lot-
it's
that's a lot for-
it's a lot to
that's a lot
discount.
for
You
QB.
can't
You can't discount it.
can't
but
discount
Yes, I can.
It's a lot for a QB.
10 QB sneaks for the 1 yard line. Get out of here, mate.
it works.
10
Yeah, nah,
QB
fam, that's
sneaks.
from there. Nah, bro.
It's not like Lamar, who's running, like, getting 30 yards touchdowns, running past people.
When they were running around parading Tom Brady as the greatest QB sneaker ever, yeah, no one was saying
about
that.
Yeah, but he was. But that was.
But now
I don't know. I don't know why they
now
were
a
doing
young
that.
black king is doing it. Yeah,
I don't know why
Suddenly
they were
it's a
doing that one.
Bro, a young black king started doing it. You know what they said? They're gonna change the rules.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, because it's mad. People are going behind him to push him. Like that's crazy, bro.
If it was Brady doing it, they'd be like, oh, genius. This is tactical greatness, bro. I ain't trying to hear it. Anyway, the point remains. Yeah, we even digress. In fact, we digress majorly. We were talking about
The draft.
they put Gino. They put weapons around Gino. I'm happy for it. But with not only Gino, with Lamar as well, I feel like finally there's enough. I'm happy that they've done this because it can allow an actual conversation to be had about them. Because
Why? What's the conversation that can be?
no, it's not a bad thing. It's not an indictment on them. I'm saying, like, you see, when we speak about Lamar, everyone was like, oh no, but he hasn't got receivers. He hasn't got that. He hasn't got this. He hasn't got that. Now, if they put the team around him, they've given him his contract. It's like,
Yeah, that's
cool,
what
go
I'm
and
really
play.
excited for this season.
Like, I want to see. All right, cool. Now you have everything.
The first time we
Let's
podded.
actually
This
see.
is the first time we podded since Lamar got his deal, wasn't it?
You got his deal. Oh yeah, shit, yeah. So we
But,
got
like,
his deal
Hey,
feel like
we got the prediction right. Remember, we said the pod he's gonna get a contract.
before
Yeah.
the season.
I'm saying it. But all I know is that he was balling without these guys, so I don't see there being a drop off anyway.
No,
I don't see where this discussion is.
No,
No,
I think it's
it's-
like now because before his numbers didn't really.
They said that
parlay.
they say that he couldn't throw the ball, and the reason they said that he couldn't throw the ball, and well, the reasoning behind it was that he had no receivers to throw to. This is why he was spamming Mark Andrews in the middle of the field all
Yeah,
the time.
that's true.
Cool. So now that that's not the case, we'll finally see the full range of.
I think
ability
as
that
long
you
as
have in
Lamar
it.
stays healthy, I think he'll get 4,000 yards, and I think he'll get close, if not more than 30 touchdowns. Because they got your guy, the Georgia Bulldogs offensive coach, coordinator, and now they got Zay Flowers along with OBJ. Mark Andrews is still there.
Who's wide receiver number one?
Zay Flowers,
Zay Flowers.
So OBJ is number 2 now, yeah, or 3.
2.5.
Well, maybe he might be one. Depends on what. Maybe
what they paid him. They paid him
OBJ has to be one. Especially
they paid
because,
him like a WR1.
He's also like a veteran, but I reckon that Zay Flowers will eventually overtake him. But now they've got this. Obviously, Duvernay's gonna be healthy as well.
Nah, man's mentioning.
No, they're okay.
Come
But anyway, the only reason I don't think they're gonna.
Duvernay. Don't mention Duvernay.
Duvernay, who's the other one as well? Duvernay and I forgot the name.
Bro, OBJ's ACL is made out of Indomie, bro. So really and truly, I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm not gonna catch you, bro. I don't want to be bad, man. But is this? This is a serious conversation, bro.
He has no knees.
Yeah, like
They gave a man with no knees 18 mil, bro. Do you know how
Bro.
mad that is?
I'm a mere mortal, yeah. I twisted my ankle one time in 2011, bro. It still hurts. And this man has skied off his
Lamar told
ACL
them,
twice.
Listen, get me OBJ and D-Hop, then we could talk.
They got him OBJ.
OBJ, and then they talked. Then it led to 265, 5 years.
Anyway, Zay Flowers is gonna be his wide receiver one.
Yeah, Zay Flowers.
I don't.
Should be good.
I know. You know, it sounds really morbid, and obviously, God forbid, but I don't see OBJ finishing the season. I'm not gonna cap to you. He's not finishing the season. He's not playing 17 games. Not a chance in hell.
Hasn't played 17 games
In years. It's
long
not happening. I can tell you that for free. And every time it's a peak injury.
Yeah.
Like the guy's body.
I hope he does.
Made
Hope
of
he
corn
does.
crackers,
He's a mad talent, and I think Lamar will benefit from him because even if Lamar is a bit off target, his catch radius is amazing. Like he can catch in all different types of angles. Zay Flowers looks like a really. I think their offense should be really good. Their defense came along quite well last year, second half of the season. Remember at the beginning they were getting cooked.
Would you say that that's one of the picks that you're excited to see this year, or what would that be the most excited pick that you're waiting to see?
What in terms of the draft?
Another team, yeah, that's not Dallas.
That's not Dallas. The draft pick I'm most excited.
And not Chiefs because technically you're a Chiefs fan.
I think it's Anthony Richardson. You know, if he plays,
that's a shot.
if he plays because of like he's a young QB and his style.
Yeah.
Non-quarterback. To be fair, I'm really interested in all the quarterbacks. Well, actually, let me not lie. I don't care about Will Levis. I'm interested to see the black quarterbacks. Yeah.
The thing is, we keep saying this, yeah, but do you know how many quarterbacks were actually taken?
There's
A lot of men were
quarterbacks.
taken.
There was a couple.
12
There was a lot of quarterbacks that no one's speaking about.
Yeah,
There's actually,
yeah.
And there's a couple that are actually okay.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right.
Like the Auburn one that they can't remember the name, but he's all right.
Your Rams took what's his name?
Stetson, I'm gassed for Stetson.
They took Stetson.
Stetson,
And the
but-
Lions took what's his name? The guy from Tennessee,
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker. Somebody took the guy from TCU. Can't remember who he.
Matt Duggan, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
He's
remember
another
who he went
meathead.
to. Huh?
He's another meathead.
Oh, I thought he said he dead.
Huh? No. He's a good Christian man. I can't say that.
Yeah, I thought, anyway. Moving on. But yeah, who else am I excited to see? Did you just look what I said?
You made me sick.
I was like, what? Where's this going?
Yeah.
Zay Flowers.
So it is A Flowers for you.
And also, I've because he worked out with the Chiefs, so I was watching some of his interviews, and he was on the show with Chris Sims and Matt Fro. He's super confident, and he's just got like a swag about him, that somebody that seems really sure about himself. So I think he's gonna do well. So that's what I'm
He's
interested. Who are you?
So hood.
Yeah, who are you guys excited to see?
Do you know what? I'm excited to see Jalen Carter because I've liked him, obviously, from Georgia times. And I think I felt sorry for him with all the stuff that happened off the field to go from being, it was Will Anderson and Jalen Carter.
Yeah,
Were the
1A,
top two,
1B.
1A, 1B. And so, although we didn't take him, I still want him to do, like, I wanted him to actually come out and be scary type, Aaron Donald-esque type player in impact.
God forbid.
Especially because it's in your division. I want to see him sack Dak out his socks, bro.
Yeah.
But-
Calm down.
That man don't really sack Dak like that, you know.
But boy, maybe I'm hoping now that they got this man, then we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to see him. Who else? Who else? I like Jimmy Gibbs at the Lions. I think he'll be quite interesting. But again, I think in terms of just sheer wanting to see them is Anthony Richardson. I've spoken a lot of shit about him. I have said this. I've spoken a lot of shit about him. But I did say this when on the draft. It's like when you actually watch the draft and you see these players, and I'm like, right, my man's his whole dream is coming true. It's hard not to root for these men. Do you see where I'm coming
Richardson
from?
is 20.
Like he's a young. I'm an old hater at this point.
You know what's funny? I saw a clip and someone of him.
And you see his brother?
Brother.
A 13-year-old with a necktie.
Is his brother actually 30?
He ain't 13,
When I saw that caption, I started busting up.
Bro, his brother has neck tats and his
Is his
voice.
brother actually 13 for
His
real?
voice is deeper than mine,
Is he
bro.
13 for real though?
You're like, hey, yo, man, yeah, my brother. I look up.
Bro,
to him, man.
Americans, their thing out there is different.
I need to go over there,
Man's got a necktie. That's crazy, you know.
bro. He's got neck tats and a bust down, and his voice is deeper than mine. Whatever they got in the beef over there, I need that. Coming back 6'5",
GMO stuff.
bro. It's crazy.
It's poisonous, bro.
Not poisonous.
It's just poisonous.
Once I saw them doing that trade deal with America, I said, oh, shit. Hey, you lot ain't ready, boy. I'm about to
Phyllis,
put
who you excited to see?
hella personal best in the gym.
Bryce Young. I really want to see how he.
Did you see the picture of him meeting Brian Bands?
No.
No.
They've been taking a piss though, because they even had a picture of him on the stand.
No, I think
And they
that
kept photoshopping it. The guy was
No, there's a picture of him meeting Brian Burns, yeah. I'm scared for him, you know.
He's tiny, innit?
Bro, the guy is tiny, cuz.
yeah, but he's the same height as exactly the same height as
Tua.
not Tua. What's the midget in Arizona?
Oh, Kyler.
Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how he turns out because of how small he is.
I like it. There's something about him though. He's real.
Fam, his college tape
like,
is so cold.
Cold. He seems very like calm under pressure. Like even at Bama, you're watching play. Bama might go down. It's like cool.
Yeah,
Come out.
That's
Like you know that kind of like just he's got that dog in him. Yeah. So it's like
Apparently they say his football character is 10 out of 10.
yeah. So I'm proper interested in seeing it. Like you don't see him break. Like you see this just even kill. So
there's him.
I don't want him to do what though.
Who else I want to do?
It's my division. The fuck.
Yeah.
I want to.
Hey, they might win the division, you know.
Nah.
They might win the division. I'm about to put a young tenner on that steal.
Nah,
Listen, all I need him to do is win 2 games. Falcons at home, Falcons away. One step close. Every win's a step closer to that 2 bills, baby.
Nah, it's calm. Don't worry, man.
2 bills, baby.
Who else? Nolan Smith. I was really hard on Nolan Smith.
He's on up block now.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna watch just see how he does. Who else?
Hey, random. There's a guy that was picked like in the 7th round, yeah. And then do you know like cause now I've got like I remember Ed, I showed that list. I got like a list on Twitter. List is the best thing they put on Twitter. So now if I just want to check my sports, I go on the list and I just add people to it. So I follow quite a lot of analytical people. It's quite interesting, yeah. I know they scored on their athleticism and size and stuff. So I think his name's like Zach Unitz or something. He's a tight end, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Zach
Kuntz.
Bro, man is 6'8" and he ran 4'5".
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, they're all nuts out there, bro.
Man is 6'8" and he ran 4'5".
But that doesn't surprise me no more. With that height, it's just the stride length. The one the one that's I think over all time, the one that surprised me the most was Bud Dupree when he ran at his combine. Do you remember his combine? He was like almost 290, it was 280 something, and he ran like a 4.4. And I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah,
what you lot doing?
I talk about that before they got here. Like how it doesn't even make sense. Like you see these linemen running like 4'8". You're like, what?
Even what was the one that Philly got? Jordan Davis as well. He was another one.
Yeah, he ran like did he not run like a 4?
He's like a 4.6 or a 4.7, brother. The guy's like 300 pounds.
Yeah, but and I saw this. I kind of googled him, YouTubed him. He didn't have that many highlights, yeah, but he looked fast.
Yeah,
and
he's fast.
I'm thinking, and his production wasn't that crazy, but I'm thinking, I get that, seventh round traits. Like, if this guy becomes something,
6'8" tight end is nuts though. Can he even turn?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, bro, at that age, you're just posted up. You're a centre. Throw it up there, innit?
Yeah, that's
bro, in the red zone,
someone down.
Just dunking on niggas, bro.
It's
because who's gonna be tall enough to guard him?
Yeah, that's true.
It's literally so a lot of them. I bet he's got a basketball background as well.
I don't know, but
so that's why a lot of teams like
players who play multiple sports.
Because if they play basketball, knowing how to box out, for example, like on a rebound or something, is exactly the same
Kelsey
process.
play basketball. Tony Gonzalez as well.
Exactly the same
Antonio
process.
Gates.
All of them. Same process in the back of the end zone.
I think Antonio Gates played in the NCAA midnight March Madness. You know.
Yeah, all of them are brother.
Yeah, a lot of tight ends.
Even our receiver, Drake London, same thing.
Oh, is it? He played ball?
Yeah, he played. But he was at UCLA's basketball team. He dared to decide whether it's a basketball or football.
What a life.
So it's like...
What a life.
Mad, innit?
You see it when they're playing because, bro, it's like, alright, cool. I have to go up and square someone off. They've got it there. But, yeah, I think the 7th round, though, some of those are proper interesting. It's like, and those are the ones that you don't know about. And it starts off with like a special teams dude or something, and then they develop. Or there's things that you hear about them later on. Like even Brock Purdy. I didn't realise. You see the S2 thing that they do? Where that's what they tried to slander CJ Stroud with, saying that he scored a lot.
I don't. What's the S2 thing?
It's some test that they use to
is it like that Wonderlic thing that
they calculate processing speeds, and so they tried to say that he didn't do too well in it. But Brock Purdy, funny enough, actually led everyone that took it last year.
Okay, so he had the best.
He had the best one, which is quite intriguing considering that
when he actually got to play.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I said that time ago, man. Oh, sorry.
Hey, anyway.
I said 54, these houses 24 by bed now.
Considering how much, how well it translated onto the field, because Brock Purdy actually played well, I have to give it to him.
No.
He balled out. So, I'm intrigued actually. I'm actually excited to see, well, not excited is probably the wrong word. I'm intrigued to see whether, does it have a bearing on these players? Because if they said Brock Purdy was the best, and it's translated onto the field, even though he was the last pick of the draft, in comparison to maybe a CJ Stroud, who they're saying actually, no, his tape was great, but he wasn't that great on this.
Well, I'll be interested to hear if there's every way to find out every score, because I know Mahomes, Burrow, and Allen, they apparently did really well in that. So it does make sense because you have to process a lot of information. But some people could process information and they just don't have the ability to
get it there, innit?
Yeah, or once you get sacked out your socks twice, you're processing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I couldn't do it.
I could play QB.
Do you think I could have Aaron Donald light me up one time? I'm like, bro. As soon as I see them, man,
You're malfunctioning.
well, for what, bro? Listen. I went on defense because I didn't like being hit.
Yeah.
Being hit, it's fun the first time.
After a while, it's mad.
The second time,
It's like, why do you like the punishment?
you're like, bro, this is long. Like, this is long. I'd rather do the hitting. I can't sit here and get lit up every day. So imagine you're a small QB because you're like a Kyler Murray. Bro, you have a man that's 300.
Hey, speaking of Kyler Murray, obviously, like the Cardinals, they made some moves to get extra picks and that. A lot of people think that the Cardinals are going to take Caleb Williams next year if they get the first overall pick.
Yeah, but I don't think they will, unfortunately. But yeah,
They won't lose. They won't lose enough games to get.
no, they actually they had a really good draft for one.
Because Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray broke his ACL.
Is he?
Yeah, but he's coming. He'll come back. He'll be back.
He might play this year.
He'll come
but
back.
he's good enough. He's good enough for them to at least win 7 games.
Yeah,
He's going to come back maybe halfway through the season.
no, are you sure?
He done his ACL, bro.
Yeah, but I thought they said he'll be back for next year.
They said he might be back for next year.
So who else are they gonna start? Either how
If I was them, me tank. I'm tanking.
Well, all I know is that they've already paid him, innit? So like,
the thing,
if he
I
manages
think
to get
they're
back,
not happy with him at all. They're not happy with him at all. And I think if they can get Caleb Williams, they'll say we'll flip him for first.
but the thing is, I feel like
no one's gonna give a first for Kyler Murray, bro.
the thing is
I promise you they give a he's a talented QB.
when
So why are you moving on from him then? Why are you moving on from him if he's talented?
I think someone like Caleb Williams is so well from what they're describing him as is that
Philly got first on Wentz.
anyone.
No, that's because they needed Wentz to play more than Philly are so sly. They just needed him to play more than 60% of the games.
How he's wavy with it, I can't lie. But
like because otherwise he would have been like a second round
Packers about to get a first.
for MVP.
The guy said he might retire.
For an MVP.
The guy said he might retire.
what still?
He's
And
MVP.
huh?
What?
No. I'm saying like a team was willing to give a first for somebody
Yeah,
who's
but
been saying he's gonna.
that's Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Nah.
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers, even you know why the Colts even took the chance on Wentz is because like that's that year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
It was also
like, he
Frank
was
Reich,
like
though.
considered
Yeah.
MVP front runner. So they
Kyler Murray's had the years he's been considered MVP until the NFL.
Yeah, no, but no. First of all, let's add some context to that. Their whole team got decimated. It's not fair to solely put that on Kyler. Fam, they had more injuries. I don't know what they're doing in the training room over there or what their medical staff is doing, but literally
Every
they had
season, Kyler Murray has fallen off.
No, but last year in particular, bro, their team was
that's
peak.
That's actually Lamar.
No, it's Kyler.
No. If you can pull up Lamar's numbers now.
It's Kyler, bro.
Every season, Lamar's numbers have gone down.
No, I'm talking about in the season, Kyler from like week 5, 6, 7, he just turns into a mid QB. That's factual.
That's more Derek Carr.
What do you mean? What on what week?
Like from halfway through the season.
Brother, what do you mean? There was the season that they were like 10-0 or something.
Not
Was that the year
season
before?
That season before and they end up a wild card team.
Then he got injured and then
They end up a wild card
So they
team.
had like flipping Colt
No.
McCoy playing or some shit.
They won games when he was injured.
Yeah.
They went 2-1 with him injured. We came back and started losing.
Oh no, man.
Facts be facts, yo.
You're trying.
Facts be facts, yo.
Do you know what I realised? Who's the opposite of Dr. Umar, fam?
He's the opposite of
I feel like this guy is turning into a
Tucker Carlson.
yeah, or like a he's like 2023 Kanye West, bruv.
Why?
I said he's Piers Morgan.
I don't know, man. I'm starting.
I like the black QBs though.
I feel like you're extra critical of the young black QBs, bro.
No, I just
You are,
kind
no.
of like that because they just hype him. Basically, all the people that they say are better than Dak off nothing other than agenda gates.
That's
See?
most QBs though. They say
Why-
It is.
Why has he got Dak so high up?
Huh?
No, but that's good though.
It's because Dak has the Caucasian blood in him.
Nah, you're moving mad.
This guy's moving mad.
You're moving mad.
That's why. It's the only
You're
reason.
talking like I wasn't a big fan of Deshaun Watson.
Until.
Until what? What did he do? That threw you off?
Yeah, I remember. Yo, when you look at hyping him up, I was like, fam.
Hold on.
How are people putting what's it? The Sean top 5 and his team.
What's the
won
top 5?
40?
No, hold on. Can I?
That was pissing me off.
I was with you there.
That was nasty work.
It was this guy. It was you and Ian. Yeah.
Because we watched him play. He's fantastic.
But we also watched him play, and we said this ain't it.
What do you lot know?
More
This
than-
guy hyped Justin Fields. You hype Marcus Mariota.
No.
Wait.
Hold on, wait.
Whoa.
Slow it down. Pump the brakes on this, yeah.
Bro, what's wrong with Justin Fields?
He's ass.
You see, look. If you don't think he's good, but ass is it's a big exaggeration because he's not ass.
He completes 60% of his passes. They don't even let him throw down the field.
Bro, you're
Man throws screens.
You see who's throwing the ball too?
Completed 60%.
Name the receivers.
He's got Cole Kmet as tight end. He's got Claypool. And he's got
Man,
Mooney.
mention
Bro,
Claypool,
he had
bro.
Claypool
Be
like for
serious,
like
man.
a couple
He had,
games.
and
Serious.
Mooney. What's his name? Mooney or something? What's my man's
Man,
name?
don't even know their names. You're hoping that you're right
All I know is that man fumbles the ball every game.
because he's always running.
So why are you running?
Bro,
Why are you running?
they had him. They
I
actually,
got it,
had,
man.
they actually had him. They had him running the whole offense, literally. So
No, they're scared to let him throw. They are scared to let him throw.
he didn't have much.
Do you know, they're always losing, and he still doesn't throw that much. He throws 20 times a game. 14 times always because they're scared to let him throw. Because they know he can't throw.
But they were doing that with Jalen Hurts as well. I remember when they did that in Lamar's first season as well.
Yeah, he did in his first season, and his second season he cooked. What season is this for Justin Fields? What was Justin Fields? That was his first season last year? Or
That
was
was his second season.
Okay then.
But did he?
Sacked 91 times in 2 seasons.
I can't lie to you. This sounds very anti-black. Right?
Hella negative plays. Fumbles, interceptions,
Sounds
sacks,
extremely
negative
anti-black.
plays. I'm objective.
No, you're a liar.
You're not, man.
I'm objective.
You're not.
Look at you lot. Look at you lot. Uncomfortable conversations, isn't it?
Yeah, it is an uncomfortable. it's incredible.
I'm gonna pull out his numbers now.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Please
What?
don't do it.
Justin Fields.
One of us goes in, then we
Actually,
all
wait.
go through it.
Is Justin Fields Dakota or is he just light skin?
What do you mean? Is he Dakota?
It's asking if he's mulatto.
Hey, god damn. Hey, edit that.
Oh,
Big Lotto. Big Lotto.
okay. When you said that, I was like, what? No. I think he's just just fair skinned.
Hey, listen, hold on. Moment of silence. Can we please applaud CJ Stroud's mum?
Wait.
Hey.
Soundboard.
Listen, yes. CJ Stroud's mum, yeah?
She's serious.
Crazy work. Bro.
That's the title. I'm asking listeners to guess who said that. That's it. That's CJ Stroud's mom. Crazy.
Crazy work. Hey.
Nah, she's sweet though.
Oh,
She's sweet.
fam. Oh, god damn. Anyway, I hope he does well just for her, fam. I need them cutscenes in the crowd. Her celebrating her son's
You're
success.
sick. Yeah. The man says he's gonna start
She's
watching.
gonna be like, woo, CJ! I'll be there watching.
Hey, nah, hold on.
But-
What's it? Man,
I can't lie. These QBs have made NFL so much better because now I'm gonna watch all the games.
Yeah, 100.
I'm gonna watch.
Bro,
Also,
I would never have watched the Colts before.
No, Panthers now gonna be my second team,
You're just a hater, but as well.
basically.
Same thing that
Listen,
Philly's my second team too, B, so it's all good.
I'm fooled by hate and money. When you merge them together, it's like cocaine, baby.
Fair play.
But yeah, okay. What's happening in the NFL? Shaquille Barrett, rest in peace to his
Oh yeah, to his daughter. Yeah, that's just tragic. Man.
tragic.
It happens a lot, man. It happens to a lot of celebrities and a lot
Yeah,
of.
happened to Davido.
I don't know whether it's just the fact that these sports stars and celebrities are the ones that one can afford a swimming pool.
Yeah,
Two,
I
I think
think
because
that's what it is.
they're. Do you think it's something to do with them being away and stuff that they have like?
I think it's
hard-minded
that
and stuff?
swimming pools. I just think
That
it's
shit is
that.
sad, man.
So sad.
Heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
I hope he's able to come back this season because, bro, you've got kids now, innit? So
Yeah.
I know that if, God forbid, something like that was to happen to one of my children, bro, I wouldn't. I can't even begin to comprehend how I continue normal life.
It's actually so tragic, man.
So it's.
What other contract thing happened? Did Hurts contract? Was Hurts contract announced before our last pod?
Yes.
Did
I think
we
it was
speak
just
about
after.
his contracts? Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did. It was Lamar that we were waiting on. So I
Something
think
else.
Lamar. So they started talking about. I think Herbert's contract is coming up Burrows is also
Yeah, I think they picked up both 5th years for both players.
and so it was a thing where I think that's what kind of accelerated. Once Hurts was done, they were like, all right, you know what, yeah, we need to get out ahead of this, and then they sorted out Lamar's thing.
I think Hurts' contract being done was very good because first it gave more clarity for Lamar. Like, okay, cool. Like, there's been 3 contracts post Deshaun Watson.
They ain't getting that Deshaun money.
And also, like, you've got like a number to negotiate off, type of thing. I think if Lamar really wanted more money, he could have potentially waited a little bit.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it. Get your money.
Get your money in it.
And he's actually got more money than
Hurts.
Yeah, and also because Lamar's contract's all new money because his contract's ended.
Done,
Yeah.
So his contract's all new money. So yeah, congrats to him, man. I'm happy for him. Like now, I was thinking the AFC is peak, bruv.
It's been peak because they've been
all-
AFC. Really and truly, when you think
Everyone's
about it,
cooking.
AFC have been the shit teams for a minute.
Yeah.
So they're now able to pick all the QBs.
Yep.
Do you know what's
And-
crazy is that the AFC,
And NFC's turn is coming.
No, and also I think what happened with Mahomes, I think changed the landscape with things because now teams are looking at their quarterbacks more sideways. Mahomes, then Allen came, and then Burrow came, and then Herbert came with Lamar. Now teams are looking at because before, like, teams like the only reason why Kirk Cousins is still about is because the contract situation is too peak. Otherwise, they would have Tannehill. They're not extending him. They drafted Will Levis.
but he's mudded now.
Yeah,
He's old
now
now.
teams are now looking at their quarterbacks very, very funny, right?
It's
right
only
now.
because I think with
Like even
yours-
before, I reckon 5-10 years ago, Jimmy G would probably get a mad contract.
AFC, no, I think because of his injury history, it was always.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Like, he's a sick note.
But even if Jimmy G was healthy, I don't think he'd get mad contracts.
So you got to remember when Jimmy G first came onto the scene, balled out those games at Pats, then he got traded. Then he had that 7. He balled out. He had like 7 games on the
He
bounce.
has a winning record.
It's just when it's just that he's a sick note. But
And,
and I-
He's not-
and his numbers are also not that great.
It's not
great.
sick, though.
He's-
He's not trusted. They don't trust him to throw the ball.
But I think, and again, I feel like that's why I'm going back to those original games where he was actually balling out. When he came out at Pats, remember that's what started the whole rift with Brady and them, man. Where Brady's like, nah, this guy looking a bit too good. Get him out of here, bro. He's not coming to take my spot.
I think because you
And
knew that
so-
Belichick will be willing to move off him. But
Exactly, and I think with that, you saw the ability because Jimmy G at first, everyone looked at him like, yeah, this guy's proper, and then he started getting injured, and then it.
no,
kinda
he's
tailed off.
a decent QB. But like, if you look at the AFC, because I think Deshaun Watson's on the bounce back.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay,
So
so
is going to bounce back.
yeah, playing at a high level.
How
So-
high is the level?
Top 10 QB.
Absolutely not.
Okay, we'll see. Like, but if you look at the teams, like Dolphins got Tua. I don't think Tua's that great,
Yeah.
but they're gonna be a sick offense with him. Then you've got Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You've got Aaron Rodgers at the Jets. You've got Lamar, and you've got Joe Burrow in that division. We'll see what Pickett does second year. Deshaun Watson's in that division as well. Then you've got the Chiefs division with Mahomes, Herbert, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo, and then you've got CJ Stroud's first year.
Didn't the Pats draft Lamar Light, Cunningham or something? I'm pretty sure he's a QB at Louisville, very similar to Lamar.
Oh, did they draft him late? I didn't know they.
I feel like he went to.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna play this year. He ain't gonna play.
Bro, they don't like Matt Jones out.
Yeah.
So
And then who else? I feel like I'm missing. Oh yeah, then you've also got Trevor Lawrence as well. So like, there's a lot of talented QBs.
listen to the names that you all just said, yeah, and you still think that Deshaun's going to be top 10 QB.
What we saw from Deshaun at his best is better than a lot of man.
Brother, man ain't seen Deshaun at his best.
Listen,
for like
man,
2,
are still
3 years.
talking about.
Yeah,
3
but no,
years
but
ago, bro.
but what I
I'm
say?
telling about that 4-win season.
No. But I'm saying I said I think he's gonna bounce back to his best. If he bounces back to his best, he said what's that level? I said that's a top 10 QB.
Nah, man, he ain't doing it, bro. He's too interested in stealing coochie.
Yeah, he didn't actually. Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Sorry, my bad. Allegedly. So
Oh. Nah, man. I just understand why. What's it? You don't like Justin Fields, fam?
Because he's
No.
ass.
listen, we already know that this guy is anti-black here. So
I'm not anti-black. What?
You're anti-black,
What? I gave you the numbers. You went to look at the numbers. He didn't speak. If you hadn't clocked that,
The passing numbers are not great. They're not great.
thank you.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's the one.
They don't win. He makes mistakes.
What
doesn't
QBs
put-
don't make don't
He
make.
makes mistakes, more mistakes than others.
Then who?
Fumbles every game. He gets sacked every game. He throws picks. Doesn't throw touchdowns.
How many picks has he thrown?
He threw like how many picks did he throw last year? He just threw like what 15 or something.
He threw 11.
Did he
For 11.
lead the league in picks?
No. He had 17 passing touchdowns.
Who
He had 17 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
did
I'm
that?
actually shocked. He had more than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
See, anti-black.
He got sacked 55 times.
I ain't heard you slating Daniel Jones.
I think Daniel Jones is mid. What are you talking about?
And I ain't heard you slating the Caucasian that led the league in picks.
Who's the Caucasian led the league of picks?
Josh Allen.
He didn't lead the league of picks. I thought it was Dak.
Oh, but he's half Caucasian.
No,
Same thing.
I think they have the.
Oh, why that's how Josh Allen? He's the second best
think-
QB in the league. And Josh Allen threw for 35 touchdowns.
I'm talking about the other Caucasian. That,
Who do you think is the second best QB in the league? You think Lamar on it?
Yeah.
oh, you bugging.
But you just told me Lamar gets worse every year.
That's because.
Got him! Got him!
But I think he is. I think he is.
Be consistent with
considering what he has to work with. Yeah, I think so. I think Lamar is probably.
Oh, apparently the tight end at Buffalo got us really cold.
Who? Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
He's alright.
He's alright. Okay.
All right, so yeah, Malik Cunningham, undrafted free agent from Louisville. Basically, they call him Lamar Light, innit? They call
Why
him
is he
Lamar
Lamar
Plan B.
Light?
Very similar. Have you watched him play?
Nah, but
What's
I mean, Tyler Huntley's Lamar like.
No, Tyler Huntley's Tyler Huntley. That's like.
Tyler Huntley's Lamar like.
But it's because they went to the same school. School.
And what? And they,
But yeah, no. Let me read it. Let me read this stat line to you.
Is
Let me
it
read
the
this
same
stat line to
stat
you.
line that?
Yeah, basically.
Alright. But they didn't say that he's that he.
I might have to buy
running back,
stocks.
yeah?
No, but they've changed it now. So he threw for in his 5 seasons, threw for 9,660 yards, 70 touchdowns, was also producing 3,179 yards and 50 touchdowns in his rushing.
Was he ever in the Heisman race?
Oh no, but it was kind of cold still. But so he
Didn't Lamar win the Heisman?
Yeah, Lamar.
Hey,
Lamar is a decorated college athlete.
yeah, but he tied Lamar's record at Louisville for rushing touchdowns for a QB.
Oh, congratulations! How about the other one?
Yeah, well, Lamar didn't play there for 5 years, though.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. You know that's your whole uni career.
Yeah, but
He
no,
played the
but
whole
for 5 years, would that have been into Lamar's?
Lamar might have played.
He might have played a year or two
No.
at the end.
No, Lamar's been in the league for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. So he would have had at least a year or maybe 2 where Lamar was there. So
Interesting. So he's only played. So he done it.
he's been there 5 years, but he might not have
Yeah.
played anyway. But the point remains, I'm actually intrigued to see what happens.
Yeah, man.
Because but yeah. So sorry, how we got like a couple minutes left. The last thing I mentioned it. I guess we've spoken about it. Fans and this draft. We obviously have our opinions, and we spoke about the fact that sometimes we go through all of these players, and you have players that you wanted from college, and what the media have said is going to your team. Then they pick somebody that's actually a need, or somebody that's a little bit less niche. Then you see all these armchair GMs going, "Oh my God, this person was on the board."
Feeling vexed because his fans didn't like them.
No, I've said it's not me. No. It wasn't a running back. But people are calm with the running back. The one that irritated me was when we took the our 2nd round pick.
Oh, Bergeron.
Matthew Bergeron.
He's good though.
That's the thing. If you actually look at him, people had him ranked as potentially one of the 2nd or 3rd best linemen coming out into the draft. But because you spend a second,
Not about that one, but okay.
no, Chris Sims. After Chris Sims had him.
Nah, man rates Chris Sims.
No. It's not even just Chris Sims. I'm talking about I just so happened to see him. He actually rated him higher. He had him 2nd.
Bergeron, as in
North.
for guards, or is he a guard or a tackle?
No, as just general potential going into the NFL, because he's a tackle, but they're saying if he plays guard because of his size and a bit and speed and stuff, he's actually really good. So it's like I admit that this is not somebody. I don't watch Syracuse, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course.
when they mentioned it, I was like, who is this? Anyway, but once I watch tape and you sit down, I'm like, okay, cool. I can take this in. But some fans are so stubborn, yeah, where like, why did we take him? This person was on the board, and it's because he went to Georgia. And
Yeah,
because we're in Atlanta, we must take everyone that has played at Georgia.
Somebody found like old tweets of like when the Bills trade up to get Josh Allen and when the Chiefs got Lamar. I mean, when she's got Patrick Mahomes, and if you see what people say,
The vitriol that people are speaking.
No, but the thing is, at the time, with Josh Allen, for example, his first 2 years in the actual league, he was very higgy.
But coming into the draft though,
but remember,
Josh Allen was the best.
this-
He was the best. He was the best prospect coming out that year. I said it.
Alright, cool.
No, Ed did.
I said
I'm
it,
just saying that cool, innit?
bro. Like,
No, but this is what I don't like though is that we forget that these are athletes and they're young people. They have to be coached. So like you don't always get the man who is like Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck
straight out the box.
who comes straight out of college and he's the guy straight away. You can throw the whole offense at him. Some people need to be coached, and that's fine. As long as they eventually become by the year 3, year 4, you see it there. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that with certain guys. Some guys we ain't seen that from them. Like, certain guys went and got for them, man. You man fell off still. You know what I'm saying? Just had to get that out there, but that's the thing though. So I don't know. I don't feel comfortable slandering a team's pick on the basis of a player when first of all you didn't watch tape like that, and secondly it's not just tape because. Man, they can get them in the building and they speak to them. You've asked about medical.
I don't mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like
No. It's not
chaos. I'm not
this
gonna
guy,
lie to you,
bro.
look.
And it's like little things like that. Or for example, the other thing that I don't like is they take things out of context. So you get like corners, for example, who they'll start cussing. This year I can't remember who it was that they were cussing, but it's because he got cooked by Harrison.
Oh, it's like how AJ Terrell.
But it's like
people's
Harrison.
cooked by
Harrison has cooked absolutely every single person.
Nah. Marvin Harrison Jr. I was watching season.
Brother?
And what I came from saying, this guy is going to bamboozle.
They said no, like they were saying that if he was potentially in this draft this year, he's going top 3, top 4.
Yeah, nice.
Like he's that rude.
Yeah.
So I can't remember which corner it was, but they're like, yeah, he could. But they're like, no, but this guy's looked down everyone else. He got cooked by this you. You kind of have to sit back and go, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Similar thing happened. In fact, it's good. AJ Terrell, when it happened to him, I remember when I picked, I was looking at his pick like,
I remember they were angry on Twitter that day.
they were fuming. They're like, who's this? But then,
Because they get sorted and he's getting these.
and the thing is,
I was getting these pants
I
torn by
was
Chase.
new. I was new to like I was just starting with college tape, like college football. So I didn't watch his previous years and all of that type of stuff. So it's like, fam, when they were getting onto him, they're like, this guy gets cooked. He gets cooked. So I went back to go watch him get cooked. I realized the guy got choked by Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Who's coming to the NFL and still putting 300 on people's heads.
Bruv, Jamar Chase came to NFL, dropped 1,400 yards and 12 TDs his first year.
And then you can see now what it translates
And
to.
also,
So-
he's not only that he's getting cooked by Jamar Chase, the person throwing the ball to him is Joe Flippin' Burrow, fam. So,
Bro, exactly. So it's like little things like that is when I see fans doing that, it proper frustrates me. And I feel like now I see it more. I think with Twitter, everyone wants to have an opinion. Obviously, it is how it is. But the anger that people do and they're slating, and you keep saying it's me. It's not even my one. Like I look at your Dallas fans. Dallas fans slated your draft.
It wasn't that great.
No, but it's like the way it's shit. Oh, fire. And then they start to fire the head coach, fire the front office, fire this. It's like, come on. So
yeah, Chiefs fans are doing that with Rashard Rice. They're like, oh, he doesn't get that much separation.
Bro, you've been to the Super Bowl how many times in the last 5 years?
No.
They're sport now, innit?
Yeah, no, but no, it's just how fans are because they probably wanted another receiver that's the one.
You're picking at 30 and 31.
Yeah, but apparently
year,
I
bro.
think there were still good receivers on the board. But I don't know. But they said that Mahomes is like, get me him.
Yeah,
So if Mahomes are getting him.
I'm gonna get him in.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he threw it. Because I think Mahomes threw with him, Quentin Johnson that went to the Chargers and Zay Flowers. But yeah, man, fans take him easy.
Yeah.
Wait till week 5 and then start cussing your GM.
Oh yeah. No, even that week 5 is that's you gotta wait. When was halfway season? Like weeks.
If you're 1-4, you can cuss your GM out week. If you're 1-4, your season's dusted. If you're 1-4, your season is in the gulag.
It's in the gulag, but you might get the little.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, depends. But unless it was like injuries and that, if you're 1-4, the season is a bit long, Steve.
It is rough, but yeah, that was a draft. It was actually a good draft. I enjoyed watching it with Io. This guy was obviously drafting himself
Yeah.
No, I was asleep, man.
with people.
On that note,
But yeah, guys, listen. Anyway, follow us at TNTDs on Twitter. Same thing on Instagram. The Instagram's back up at TNTDs.
we'll put the description.
wait,
we'll put all the socials in the description of this.
I have a question.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, I actually I tweeted it before.
Also,
Hey,
we
bravo,
need to do the questions at the top of the pod. But anyway,
Go on. What's the question? Is it a long one?
Given both Super Bowl teams have addressed their needs, do you think a Super Bowl rematch is likely?
Absolutely not.
I think it's likely.
I don't think it is.
Wasn't likely. Who's better? I can see Philly I can see Philly gets the Super Bowl again.
I don't see Philly repeating the same 15 and 1.
With a change in their coaching.
Their
and stuff.
coaching.
First of all, Philly, like proper Philly, thought they hated Gannon because they said our defense. Anytime we come against a good QB, we get fried.
Yeah,
Which
but
is true.
That's always going to be the case.
No. They get extra. Like everybody's stats go up. Like everybody's stats go up. Like when I say up, I mean up. Like man, I complete like 80% passes, QPR 90, passer rating 120.
I
That's
mean,
what
you're up against a good QB. What?
No. Because if you look at a graph, I'll send it to you when I get home of QBs against top 5 defenses. Their EPA goes down, obviously apart from Mahomes because he's fake. But so usually when you play a top 5 defense, it's meant to be difficult.
Fun fact, Mariota's went up to.
I see where he is on the graph.
No, because I looked at it, I said, "This bum, look at him, bro."
Yeah. So like you wait where like Burrow and all that man's EPA is, it's a lot lower against top 5 defense. It makes sense.
Of course, yeah.
And Philly was a top 5 defense. But when they went against Dak, Mahomes in like 2 years has gone like 90% passing. But anyway, and also their team is cold. The offense is virtually unstoppable. I think if your offense is elite and their D line, they stack to their D line, so they're gonna get after you again.
When you say likely, just mean more than 50% chance. Is that
I mean, it just says rematch is likely, innit? So.
Yeah, I think it's likely. I think the team least. I think the Chiefs are less likely to go back than.
Because the AFC is the AFC is that much stronger. But I don't know. I'm taking.
But I just can't see Chiefs ever losing.
I also don't see just a repeat of the same games. This is not dynasty era. I don't think.
I know it's
dynasty.
true.
It's not the type of thing where you're seeing the two teams go. I just can't see them repeating it again this year.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, but I won't be surprised.
You're gonna.
I think Philly have the best roster in the NFL, and I think Chiefs have the best player in the NFL. Who's got a better roster than Philly?
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of the Jets actually. The Jets have a.
No, they don't. Let's talk about the Jets because Rodgers gone there. Can we calm down? Can we calm down? Can we calm down? Why am I jocking the Jets like that?
Bro, because
O-line's meaty.
The Jets.
D-line's good.
The O-line isn't me.
O-line's meaty.
The O-line's alright, but
weapons.
They got weapons there, bro.
Who's the weapons?
They got weapons.
Who's the weapons?
Garrett Wilson and
What's the
Brees Hall. What's his name? Is it
Brees Hall,
He's
innit?
coming back from injury or something.
Yeah, who else?
When he comes back from injury.
Miko Harmon.
Oh, is he there?
Yep.
I didn't even know.
Is it
And Lazard.
there as well?
Who's the tight end?
Like
Exactly.
the tight end don't matter.
CJ.
Tight end don't matter like that, man.
Tight end does matter.
No, it doesn't.
If your tight end's cold, it matters. Goddard matters.
Bro, the thing
Goddard's
is,
alright, man.
You got to look
We're
at.
gassing him up. Goddard's
Stop being a hater.
alright.
Stop
I'm
being
not being a hater. Goddard's alright.
You got to look at it as their man were actually doing okay. Zach Wilson was legit to their hamstring. They were hamstrung.
They're
by
on
Zach
5-2, Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
But he wasn't the reason they were winning.
No, some games he was the reason they won. But yeah,
Like
he
what
was.
game?
Bills.
It's a divisional.
Yeah, no. I think they're a good team.
Yeah.
They ain't got the best. They ain't got better roster than Philly.
I don't know about that shot.
What department outside of QB do they supersede Philly?
Cornerback.
I'm just showing you other options.
Secondary.
Okay, secondary maybe.
D-line.
D-line no. O-line no. Receivers no. Tight end no.
But tight end don't matter, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't supersede Philly in any department. Really,
Running backs.
And Jets don't have a better roster than
I don't know about
the Cowboys or the 49ers.
I don't know about running backs
All the 49ers.
because I don't know if Swift is better than Brees Hall.
Are you ready to wrap up now?
Yeah.
Atlanta got a better offense than them. Anyway, listen, guys, it's been dope.
I can't believe you said that.
On that note,
It's been dope. We'll catch you all next week. Peace out. A-Town up.
Love Shack.